Hi YouTube, today I'm talking about the campsite choice and the importance of a thermal blanket. First of all, the question should appear, what's the purpose? Should I want to be concealed or should I want to be visible? I think that's the two options. Because if I want to be visible, of course I have to choose my campsite to be as visible as possible. And vice versa, if I want to be concealed, I just want to remain invisible with my campsite as well. Next point is safety, of course. Even at night we have to choose carefully and choose a place where the trees couldn't fall on us. Next point to consider, if there is a natural shelter, we should use the natural shelter. We should just modify it and make it a little bit comfortable or more waterproof, etc. But we should not, so to say, build something if not necessary. And we should be as simple as possible. Next point to consider is the paths. There are paths which are used only by animals, but there are paths which are used by animals and humans as well. We have to be cautious with these paths, because even in Hungary there are dangerous animals or animals that could be dangerous. For example, a deer or a wild hog. These are dangerous animals actually. Next point with the campsite is just a trick. If you want to inform the animals that you are there, pee around your campsite. And you have to pee around your campsite. If you don't want to let the animals and people or search dogs that you are there, pee somewhere else. Obvious and easy. I'm surprised when I'm watching YouTubers and they just burn tons of calories to build a shelter. They just modify the environment so much that they simply burn up a lot of calories and use a lot of water, and this is of course not appropriate. So if it is not a matter that I'm recognized or not, I would choose this place to stay, because here this tree gives enough shelter from that point, and also these branches over there give me a great possibility to make here a shelter. Over there is a road, not really used, but still a road, so I have to consider it. In short, if I want to spend here time without being noticed, I wouldn't choose this place. I would choose a place over there when I would be in the cover of that hill. Here we go. And you can recognize that is a path used by animals, I think. So we have to be careful with it. Also there is another path. Even signs of animals. I always have a thermal blanket, some rope, some duct tape, and some tea candles on me. I think it's especially important that it should be in a glass like this, because this will be the heat source. If the environment does not enable to build a shelter, it does not provide the necessary building materials, I would just wrap myself in this thermal blanket and it would help a lot. The trick is that there must be space between the body and the thermal blanket. That's why if we just put this thermal blanket on the ground and we just lie on the thermal blanket, okay, it radiates heat back, but it's not effective. We have to have some space between the thermal blanket and the body. And that's what we are doing today. I'm just creating an anchor to which I can attach the rope, the string. Let's assume that we've got a little knife like this. So we use what we find. And instead of 10 pegs, I'm using this log here. And I simply just fix these two corners to the log. That's why the anchor was needed first. So that it would not slip out. And that's so simple. I would call it an emergency shelter. But of course, if we want, we can just build a more massive shelter around this thermal blanket, especially in an environment where the building materials are at hand and easy to process, even without an axe or a machete. That hill would give a natural protection from the wind from this direction, and these branches give also some protection. And even without tools, it's easy to extend this protection from this side. Today's stealthiness was not a priority. That's why I fixed this ridgeline at chest level, so that we could sit under this thermal blanket. But if we want to go stealthy, the maximum height of this ridgeline should be at knee level. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.